You know, speaking of number 8, you and I talked coming out of the break, and you know, you've got the goals, but you like the assists too. And being able to distribute the puck to him and the resurgence that he's had, 8 goals in 8 games, as go to Tampa Bay. What have you seen maybe differently from him that wasn't there maybe a couple of weeks ago or going into the All-Star break?
Yeah, I think confidence is a crazy thing. It doesn't matter if someone has 838 goals or 100 goals or 50 goals. I think when you got confidence, it's a lot easier to put the puck in the net, and for some reason the puck just kind of finds you. And obviously with that last game before the break in Dallas, he had a great game. I thought he was jumping really good and getting into plays and making great moves and having some good chances, and then just follow that up with some really good performances after the break. I think we obviously need him to score if we want to win some hockey games, and like we kind of talked about, you can kind of see the 7 games after the break has been huge for our team, and I think just his shot looks a little bit better, he looks a little quicker, and I think everyone feels good about his game, and so does he. So hopefully he can keep it going, and the wins will keep piling up.
I want to ask you about another pillar of this franchise, T.J. Oshie, a guy you know a lot about. 300 goals, closing in on 1,000 games. What are some of the things that maybe fans don't see behind the scenes that kind of lifts the room up? And it seems like he's always in on the hijinks, and he's always smiling, and just that energy that he brings to the room.
I think there's a lot you can take from him. Just being I don't want to say a younger guy, but on this team last year I was definitely one of the younger guys to come into the team, and just the way he kind of handles himself on a day-to-day basis. It doesn't really matter if he scores or gets an assist or win or loss. He's always kind of got the same mindset. Just being a happy-go-lucky guy, and being really positive. And I also think it's just a great leadership quality that he has, where he can kind of sit everyone down in the room, and if we ever have a closed door meeting or anything, he's usually the one that's starting it, and he's usually the one that's talking the most. And like I said, he's been around a long time. He's played a lot of games and won a Stanley Cup. He's been to the Olympics, so I think he knows what it takes to win at every level. And he's just a guy that you want to have on your team. There's a reason why he's played 1,000 games and why he's so highly revered on both teams he's played for.
Just thinking about what you said about pillars of the franchise and what they've meant here, but here you are in your 2nd year with the team, right in between both of them. What does it mean to you to be able to play on a line with those guys?
It's an honor. I think that's the best way to describe it. Is it's an honor to play with those guys. They're like I said before, Olympians, Stanley Cup champions, guys that have worn a letter in the NHL. They've been involved in some great teams and some historic teams, some historic moments. To be honest, I think Ovi's probably the one of, if not the most polarizing figures in the game, and Osh has been a part of maybe for Americans especially one of the most biggest moments in American hockey history, and probably the last maybe since Miracle.
Yeah.
So it's like I said, it's an honor. They're fun to play with. They're very offensive minded. Osh is great defensively too. He helps me out a lot of the time when he's going back and playing D zone. If he's a low guy, I'm not worried about when he's down low. I think it helps me a lot to save some energy. So. Great guys to play with. We've had a good little run here, and hopefully we can keep it going. I think we've been playing some good minutes, and we're all in the power play together, so it helps a lot.